Champions League match day 2. Arsenal's second game in the Champions League. A pretty comfortable win, 2-0 win against PSG, French champions.
Yeah, it was comfortable. Yeah, I mean, we done a job. That's how I see it. 2 goals up and kept them at bay. They hit the bar. And they hit the foot of the post in the first half. But really, we nullified all their threats and we did what we do. We keep it rigid and we don't allow many chances against us. And we've done well this season in taking our opportunities as well. So, we've done what we need to do. Clean sheet, 3 points, and we move.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I saw it. I mean, PSG, obviously they were missing Dembele tonight, and he's obviously a significant part of their attack. But for me, it looked like they played decent enough football, but they lacked cutting edge even up front.
Yeah, but listen, they're coming up against one of the best defences in Europe. Not just best defences, but best structured teams defensively in Europe as well. So even if Dembele plays, we've seen Arsenal go up against Haaland how many times in the past few years and keep him quiet for the majority. I know he scored last time, but we know how lethal he can be. So, Dembele missing, they still have threats, but Arsenal do what Arsenal do. I like it because when Emery's time was coming to an end and pretty much up, and even when Wenger's was coming to an end and pretty much up, I was always in the Simeone bucket. If people ask me, who would you really like ideally? And then the common rhetoric back would be like, oh, look at the football he plays, is it? But that was kind of a dark cloud over him that wasn't really true, because Atletico played good football, but they were just set up first and foremost to be difficult to break down. And I mentioned this because I feel like that's what we are now. I feel like, we have got those pockets of fluidity in the transition and those pockets of good football that creates us opportunities and good chances, or corners that create the good chances for us. But defensively, that is the job that we have to do first and foremost. I think you can see that. So, I kind of like it, because I've always said I don't care how we win. It's not about how we win. Because a lot of people under the latter years of Wenger were saying, at least we play good football. It's not about good football. It's about winning. It's about getting your team set up to win. Win games, go on patches, and then win leagues and win cups and Champions Leagues and so on. So, listen, people have been talking down about the way we've been playing this season, tending to forget we've gone down to 10 men in 2 games for a large chunk of both games. But I like it. I can't lie to you. I like what I'm seeing. I like the noise it's causing from the ops. And in general, as long as we continue it, we will win something. We will win something major, because for nearly 2 years now we've been vying for the Premier League title. I think now it's become an expectation, but with such a light squad at this moment in time, I think Arteta's again proven himself to be a top manager. So 2-0 could have been more exciting, could have played better, could have stepped it up a couple of gears, but we didn't need to. And why would we need to, when defensively we're so strong nowadays that it's not like the old days we'll go 1 up, 2 up, and we know that's probably not enough. Now we know if we go 1 up, 2 up, as long as we ain't getting a second yellow for kicking the ball away, we should be going on to win the game. Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy, man. I can't lie, 2-0, job done.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you. I mean, they say that defences win titles, and if that's the case, then we've got a very good chance of winning something major this season, because the defence has been outstanding, and that's a testimony to the fact that we've not been beaten all season. We're still unbeaten in all comps, looking good. And I also agree with you. Once we went 2-0 up tonight, I mean, yes, we did concede 2 goals against Leicester at the weekend, but once we went 2 goals up tonight, I think the players looked switched on, and I never really saw PSG coming back into it. But let's focus on some of the players. Anyone take your eye tonight? Who was the outstanding players tonight for you?
I think it's another team job. I think Timber first half was good. I think Saliba throughout probably pips it. Trossard comes up with a key moment for me in the first half, because overall it wasn't a game where we created much gilt-edged chances. So that cross, that run, and then the cross from Trossard, let's not forget the little run. He escapes a tackle, jumps over it, gives a little shimmy, creates a bit of space, cuts in, waits for the run, puts it on his head. All Havertz had to do, and to be honest, he had to be brave, first and foremost. Yeah, just cushion it down, get there ahead of Donnarumma, and that goes a long way in winning us that game, because even our second goal was fortunate, to say the least, lucky. You know, it's a cross into the box.
What are you saying? He didn't mean that?
Well, I mean, a couple of players just skimmed it. It looked like they just skimmed it. Partey was running off trying to claim it. You find out after no one touched it. And to be honest, if Partey did touch it, might have been offside. Well, actually, from the initial ball, he wasn't. From the flick on, he would have been. But listen, 2-0, we're up then. So overall, I don't think there's many standouts today. But I do think defensively, when you look at the second half and you look at PSG dominating the ball, I won't say wave after wave of pressure, but wave after wave of attempts to try and unlock us. Saliba was making tackles, he was playing it out, he was the presence he always is. So I'll pip him in terms of standout, but Trossard for me, Timber for me, Calafiori at times popped up in attacking areas, refreshing to see. Havertz, I think, again, moments, again, nuisance. Saka and Martinelli probably could have done better. Martinelli in particular, there was space for him to run into, and again, head down, not really efficient enough in the final third. Albeit he did put in a good cross in the second half for Havertz, who got put the header down, deflected, and then Donnarumma made a save. But no real standouts, no 10-10s, but it's another team job.
Yeah, I would agree with that, although it would appear that Kai Havertz is getting a lot of love online, and I've seen a few people saying that he should get man of the match. I mean, his hold-up play was very good today. Like you said, he got the goal when he was very brave, and that kind of, once we got that goal, it kind of did look, to all intents and purposes, that Arsenal would go on and win. But just, I just want to ask you quickly, in terms of the Champions League, how far do you think Arsenal can go in the competition?
Luck of the draw, really. We can go all the way if we get lucky with the draw. We face Real Madrid, then before the final, then it's not. That's a massive hump to get over. A hump that I'd be excited about, though.
But you see us getting out of this league stage, you know, the first.
I mean, I'm waiting for the knockouts, and that's not me being arrogant, because we've never won the competition. But that feeling hasn't changed for me. This is the first time this format has come in. Even in usual formats, the group stages, they're nice, but I'm waiting for knockouts. I'm waiting for February. I'm waiting for them Champions League nights, first leg, second leg, home, away against the Giants. That's what I was waiting for when the group stages were a thing. Now it's a league. I still got that feeling where I expect to qualify top 8. I expect to know we're through and we don't need to play an extra qualifier. And then I expect to look forward to Champions League knockout nights from February again. How far can we go? You know what? We are a very good team, so I fancy our chances again. We can beat anyone, but obviously Real Madrid and Man City are the favourites in this competition. If we can avoid them, if they get each other prior to the final, then that opens up more opportunity for us. But right now, I'm just enjoying it. Let's just get this new format out the way. Let's qualify top 8 as expected, and then let's see what lies ahead for us in the first knockout game.
Okay, thanks very much. Just in closing, a quick word for Mourinho. First look at him tonight. Obviously, he come on as a substitute late on in the game, but encouraged to see him back. And what do you think of what he produced on the pitch tonight? Yeah,
encouraged for sure. We need him. 1-2 good tackles, 2-3 good touches. Other than that, I mean, he had to take part in the defensive side of things. Well, I included the tackles in that anyway. But yeah, I mean, I like the look of him. It was not many minutes. It was in a game that we didn't have much of the possession, and that's where he's going to excel when we've got the ball and we dominate possession. So for me, it's good to see him on the pitch. It maybe lines him up for a start against Southampton on the weekend. Other than that, it's good to see him back. Odegaard next, and we're looking good.
Okay, Turkish, thank you very much, bro.
Nice one.